So even to change the bulb, they are dependent. That's different. Don't bring in that one. Minimum what is expected, far as you try to do. Don't go to that's one. No. I am explaining to you the law of the church. You have to have the book. Yesterday, all the fathers came with the canon law book and asked me also so many questions. Then you will know what is the mind of the church. The mind of the church is not completely parish based, has nothing to do with the administration of the parish. We have to go slowly. After some time it can come to that level. Okay, yes Father, very good.
One of the parishes of Andhra Pradesh.
Yeah.
Diocese. There is a parish finance committee.
Yeah.
The villagers come together. They want to manage their own parish.
Yeah.
Without
parish priest.
Without parish priest.
That is not finance committee. That is another system. So, if there is a finance committee without parish priest, it is not parish finance committee. Okay. Yeah.
Parish priest is involved. And there are some places where they don't want to give supremacy to the parish priest. They don't want to take care of the needs of the parish priest. They are going to put some regulations. We don't pay current bills above 1,000 rupees. They don't pay phone bill above 500. So such kind of norms are by certain finance company.
Yes.
So in that case, what should parish?
Yeah, correct, Father. So this is one of the reasons why some parish priests do not do it. I once again want to read what the canon says and explain. Okay, 536. Okay, I just read what the law of the church says. In each parish, there is to be a finance committee. There is to be compulsory, there must be obliged to constitute. Okay, there is to be a finance committee to help the parish priest. It is not finance committee which is taking the lead and then parish priest has to help them. The finance committee has to help the parish priest, to help the parish priest in the administration of the goods of the parish, without prejudice to, without in any way harming 532. It says at the same time, the canon itself makes reference to 532, which I mentioned. Please be aware, in all juridical matters, finance committee doesn't represent the parish. It is the parish priest who acts in the name of the parish. Finance committee cannot. See, you heard something half-heartedly. Knowing half law is more dangerous than knowing no law at all. So you heard something half-heartedly without this, they said this, that. No! You don't start a finance committee tomorrow without saying from here after we don't have finance committee. The members have to be prepared to know their role, the primacy of the bishop. So can you have a senate without the bishop? No! Yes, some dioceses, the senate meets without the bishop, and then when they have problem, they excommunicate the bishop also. That is stupidity. That is not acceptable to the church. Like that also, no, they have like that, they are doing like that. You are not prepared them sufficiently. You are not prepared them sufficiently to help the bishop. The preeminence of the parish priest to represent the parish and to make the final decision is maintained without prejudice to 532. Then it says it is ruled by the universal law, that is canon law, and by the norms laid down by the diocesan bishop. What is the competence of the parish pastoral council? What is the competence of the parish finance council? Who decides? Finally, bishop decides. So, if the parish priest has to spend more than such and such an amount, he should put it in the meeting and at least recommendation, if not decisive also. There must be clear norms. See, we should not cite the difficulties to do away with that. To put up a building, there is a difficulty. To study for the difficulties are there, but proper preparation of the people, proper norms for this. What I want is transparency, not absolute abdication of the responsibility. They are governed by the norms laid down for that purpose. So of course we will also say, for example, the understanding of power in the Catholic Church and outside world is different. Outside world is everything collegial. The power comes from the will of the people. Here power doesn't come from the will of the people. Bishop Rajarav's power did not come from the will of the clergy. Holy Father chose him by the sacrament of the episcopal consecration. He has got power. You did not give him power. You did not give him power. The power, the theology of power within the church is slightly different. It is hierarchical. The source of power is God. So also the parish priest did not get his power from the people. By his ordination and by his appointment there only, he is answerable more to the parish priest, diocese bishop. But in your case, educate the people, speaking about the participatory structure. Because some go to the other extreme, I know, even to change the bulb, you are dependent on the lay people. I don't want you to go to that extent. Only I want you to be transparent with regard to the parish income, especially the income you get from the people. That's what I am saying. Final decision, of course, they can oppose so many things. No, I discussed with the bishop, your role is consultation. Another thing, even at the diocesan level, we will say that it is only consultative, not decisive or deliberative, so I won't come for the meeting. Some people are saying. But you participate in the governance, not only by giving deliberative vote or giving consent, but also by consultation. Participation in the governance is given by consultation also. Consultation. In the law, sometimes it is called counsel, sometimes it's also called advice. All are one and the same. Advice, another word that is used is after hearing, simply hearing the opinion. These are four different words that are used. Consultation. For example, Senate. What Bishop convened the Senate meeting, we all said, but he did like that. Don't worry. You have said what you wanted, no, that's enough. Finally, he is accountable. But it doesn't mean all the time you have to ignore the opinion of the majority, no. Sometimes when only consultation is involved, the bishop can go against the majority opinion also, because the majority can bulldoze the minority. Bishop is answerable to God. Even against the unanimous opinion, he can go against, because it is only hearing the opinion. But a good superior normally will go by the majority opinion, if it is really founded on the gospel principle. The law asks the bishop, before starting a new parish, for example, so you consult the Senate. Before closing a parish, consult the Senate. That means hear the opinion of the Senate. But it is not decisive, so I will not give any opinion. You have said no, you should not say like that. Like that some people may say, we are not able to decide. But you have to say, even through consultation you participate. But in a few cases, law says consent. That means without the approval, you cannot do. When you are formulating the bylaws of the Parish Finance Council, you need not give consent to the people. Without their consent, we should not do. That should not come. Without the consent of the bishop, we should not do. That can come. But you need not formulate the law like that. At the same time, because they don't give the consent, don't think they are not participating in the governance. Even through consultative vote, people participate in the governance. The minimum people expect from you is, Father, let us also know what is going on. Sharing of information with regard to the fine. That's what we priests want. If some people take the upper hand, we only will decide. We only will decide. We don't want you to go to that far. So, what about the other thing? Do you not know? Are you unaware? Because you have received the sacrament of ordination, the priest invariably going against the honest aspirations of the people of the parish. Because you have received sacrament of orders, you can get away with all these unlawful activities? People not allowing the parish priest to do God's will is less than priests taking the upper hand and doing what they want. I may be exaggerating, but many cases it is like that. In many cases it is like that. So we have to know it that I don't want them to give all the matters, you must be dependent. The bishop says so much for each bishop, according to book 5 of the Code of Canon Law, must fix what is the maximum amount that the parish priest can spend in his diocese, beyond which he requires permission. The parish finance council cannot go against it, because bishop fixes the maximum amount. Over suppose 30,000. If you spend more than 30,000, you should get permission. Bishop, after discussing with the finance council, is asked to fix the amount over which he needs the permission of the bishop. The parish finance council cannot say. The bishop may say like that, if you spend more than 20 also, you ask our permission. Here, we should not make it happen like that. We should not make it happen like that. So what I want is a step in the right direction with suitable preparation of the committee members, bylaws approved, discussed by the Senate and finally approved by the bishop, and then education of the people on these participatory structure. Then if you have the will, there will be problems, but you can solve the problems. That's what I am saying. Anything else? I welcome all, because a difference of opinion is good. To make my stand clear. It's good. What you asked, I am grateful to you for the question. At least you know the spirit behind it. What is it? People's money. People have the right to know how the money is spent. They will take the upper hand if you leave a little leeway. Don't think like that. And then do not. What I am saying is, we should be more worried about the priority of the Word of God, praying, preaching the Word of God, sacramental celebration, catechesis of the people, visiting the families, solidarity with them, than dealing with other things. Counting the money. As soon as the mass is over, going and taking and putting in the packet of all the 500 rupees or anything like that, some parishes. You appoint one more person, or even if you keep a camera for their counting and giving the bill and everything, you ask one of them itself to send the deposit. Finally, you go and deposit in the bank. Some of them, I am sorry to say, they don't want to go to a poor parish. They think poor parish means they become poor parish. No,